Meet Republican Congressman Tim Walberg of Michigan. He's been serving in Congress since 2003, but he's not just a member of Congress. He's also an ordained Baptist minister, and he checks all the boxes. He opposes Obamacare, as any good Christian would. He also wants a constitutional amendment to ban same-sex marriage, and then some. In fact, the day after the October 7th attack on Israel, Congressman Walberg was in Uganda, speaking at a prayer breakfast where he urged the Ugandan president, who was in attendance, to, quote, stand firm. Do not allow the left to force you to overturn your new draconian anti-homosexuality act of 2023. Are you familiar with Uganda's new anti-homosexuality act of 2023? It was written by some Christians here in America. It mandates the death penalty for certain instances of same-sex behavior. And Tim Walberg, Congressman Tim Walberg, such a great Christian, was in Uganda on October 8th, 2023, urging the president, the homophobic president of Uganda who wants to kill homosexuals. This Baptist minister turned congressman, Republican, was urging the president of Uganda to stay firm, don't cave. Headline from yesterday's The Detroit News: Michigan Republican congressman suggests nuking Gaza, ending humanitarian aid. Well, that couldn't be Congressman Walberg. He's a Baptist minister. Speaking at a town hall on March 25th in Dundee, Michigan, Congressman Walberg, did I mention he's a Baptist minister and a Republican? Did I mention that Jesus hates Republicans? Did I mention that? Anyway, Congressman Walberg, during his town hall in Dundee, Michigan, was asked if Joe Biden should be building a floating port off the shore of Gaza to allow humanitarian aid to reach the 2.5 million Palestinians facing famine. Walberg, who is also a Baptist minister, said no. He said that America should not be providing humanitarian aid. He said America should go ahead and nuke Gaza and get it over with already, which I believe answers the question, what would Jesus do? I guess the pastor is such a great believer in Christ, he wants to blanket the birthplace of Jesus in radioactive dust for the next millennium. Congressman Walberg, who is also a Baptist minister, said, and I quote, "It should be like Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Get it over, quick. We shouldn't be spending a dime on humanitarian aid." I believe that's an actual quote from Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, page 96 in the Trump Bible. Just in case some of you are wondering why Donald Trump, despite being the antithesis of a Christian, why he gets the evangelical vote, well, this is how perverted religion has become. You've got the ultra-Orthodox in Israel who, during the founding of Israel, didn't believe it should happen, but now they believe Gaza belongs to them because they say it says so in their Bible, yet they don't want to fight for Israel. And you have evangelicals, Baptist ministers like Congressman Tim Walberg, who considers himself a holy man by calling for the nuking of Gaza, cutting off humanitarian aid, and leaving the Palestinians to starve, and of course, killing homosexuals. Just when you think it couldn't get any worse. Headline, the Michigan Independent, February 9th. This is written by Josh Israel. Headline, Michigan Congressman Tim Walberg wants to pay home caregivers less than minimum wage. Did I mention he's a Baptist minister? Tim Walberg wants to pay home caregivers less than minimum wage. The Republican lawmaker is sponsoring a bill to exempt companion workers from the $7.25 per hour federal minimum wage. So obviously he's against the minimum wage, but he also thinks $7.25 is too generous to pay the angels who take care of our parents and grandparents and our disabled family members. That would be a Michigan Republican Baptist minister, Tim Walberg, who wants the people of Gaza to starve, and the caregivers keeping grandma alive. He wants them to starve as well. Hey, why don't you just nuke the caregivers? As long as you're nuking the Palestinians, and nuke grandma. Get it over with, Congressman Tim Walberg. Happy Easter, Baptist minister and Congressman, Republican Tim Walberg. I don't know much, Congressman, but I can assure you, Jesus hates you. Jesus Christ hates you, Congressman Tim Walberg. But happy Easter. You know, if Jesus has risen, he's coming to Michigan to kick your ass because you're not a Christian. You can't call for the killing of homosexuals, the nuking of Palestinians, cutting off humanitarian aid to Gaza, and forcing angels to work for even less than $7.25 an hour, feeding, bathing, indeed washing the feet, and wiping our most vulnerable people in our community. They should be the highest paid people in America. There is no way, I don't care what it says in the Trump Bible, Congressman Tim Walberg, you are not a Christian. You're not. You're a bad guy. Jesus hates you.
It's time right now for the David Feldman Show. So get your